Hey, it's Michelle Butt, and it's time for another Fun Fact Friday. And today I thought we'd continue our discussion on looking at how different archetypes view relationships, especially meeting new people or in networking type environments. So last week we talked about captivators. This week I thought we'd talk about nurturers. So if you are a nurturer, which means you've got lots of fullness and fleshiness to your cheeks and your mouth and all around a rounded kind of face, then you are a nurturer archetype. And that means you really want to build meaningful relationships and meaningful connections. And sometimes you might get connected to somebody new and all you want to do is talk about your family and your kids and tell your story to them, and that's really wonderful. That is what a nurturer craves. But when you're meeting new people, it's important as a nurturer to remember that building relationships and having a network also means that you have to listen to other people's stories and you have to get connected to their family, their situation, learn about them. So nurturers can sometimes do really well in new environments because they can get very chatty, especially about family, but they might sometimes go overboard in taking over the conversation and not remembering to ask for other people to give their part. The other side of the coin is that nurturers can tend to be really, really overgiving. So they're very polite and they don't like to stop you if they see their friend on the other side of the room and you've already been talking to them for half an hour and they really want to go and say hello to other people. So nurturers can sometimes get stuck in being so overly accommodating and overly giving that they don't know how to exit a conversation and move on. So as a nurturer, if you find yourself really now caught up in somebody's story because they find that you're a nice, safe place to chat and they start telling you all about their whole history and you really want to move on, then you need to find polite ways to say, oh, I can't wait to catch up with you over a cup of coffee, but I'd really like to go talk to that person over there. So again, last time we talked about the parameters for a captivator. This week we're talking about those parameters to understand energetically for a nurturer in building relationships and meeting new people. So one is, don't over talk, because a nurturer can, once they have somebody who wants to listen to them, really want to get to know them and kind of over comfort them or be overly comforting with them, but also then not be able to have your needs met if you want to go work the room and somebody has now taken over your conversation space for too long. It's hard for a nurturer to say, no, I need to move on, do their thing. So those are the two aspects for nurturers in terms of relationship building and networking and meeting new people. And potentially next week we'll talk about another one. So I'm Michelle Butt. Thanks for joining me for this Fun Fact Friday. I will see you next Friday. Bye for now.